Welcome back. This is Straight Grizz coming at you with the second episode of Rocket League Chobo to Pro. Today we'll be going in depth on how to hit the ball, common drills to practice, and what shots become the most valuable and easiest to learn throughout the game. I am by no means any good at this game, but these tutorials are in hopes of me to get better and hopefully you guys get better too. Let's go into hitting the ball. There are two main shots in hitting the ball. The first one is to roll the ball on the ground. You achieve this by double jumping forward into it. The second shot is to do a chip shot, and you boost or just run into it without jumping, and it will chip it up and over. Let's take a look on these two in action. On this first shot, the car is driving on the ground and makes contact with the ball without jumping. The ball will then sail up into the air and arc down. Depending on how hard you hit it, it depends how far it will go. If you end up boosting into it too hard, like in this clip, the ball will sail over the net and hit the fence, and could have an unfavorable bounce. So be careful on how hard you hit the ball, and practice in free play to get the feel of it. And soon you'll be hitting those long shots with ease. The next shot is almost a guaranteed goal once you've mastered it. What you do is you end up boosting the ball up over the wall to drop in front of the goal, and then you barrel roll either left or right depending on the side you're in to hit the ball into the net. A good way to practice this is just going into free play and going back and forth in front of the net until you've figured out how to hit it correctly. Also try going into ball cam mode and not ball cam and see what works best for you, and getting familiar with both of them as you may not be in the correct camera view when the opportunity arises, as it's a pretty quick play. Another common shot that occurs is sniping the ball from either the left or right side of the field. The ball ends up getting cleared out in the corners quite often, so if you're in position and you know how to hit the net from anywhere in that area, you'll end up increasing your goals significantly and winning more games. The final basic and common shot we're going to take a look at is the breakaway. So what ends up happening more often than not with me is I'll get a breakaway, I'll boost on it, and the ball will either go over top of my car or I'll lose control and miss the net. So what I found works is you boost the ball forward just off to the side of the net, and then you boost around it and barrel roll the ball on net. Let's quickly go through a few things to practice while in free play. We already know to do the drill where we hit the ball up and over the net and barrel roll into it so it goes into the net. But some other things we can practice is looking at how the walls bounce. If you hit the ball in a certain angle, it will go off the wall and in the net. This can be useful if you know where the enemy team is and you can just shoot it on net, because worst case scenario, you get a really good bounce and a potential goal. The next drill that's really good to practice is shooting the ball to the left or the right of the net, allowing the ball to bounce out for a perfect double jump or shot in the net. But what you want to do when you do this is pick a corner and notice where you point your car and where the ball ends up, and you'll get a better feel of how you can redirect the ball so you can snipe those corners in game when it counts. Well guys, that wraps up episode 2 of Rocket League Chobo to Pro, hitting the ball. I hope you learned something that will help you out in game, or at least if not, you practice these shots till you master them so you can dunk all over me, the Chobo here, because you guys are now a pro. Please like, subscribe, give me comments, feedbacks. I'm doing this so I can get better, and hopefully you guys do too. And I'm going to be releasing more of these, so if you stuck around this far, well, you'll get more of me. Haha!